Hello, hello, hello. What is going on, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Got tips on self-development, self-improvement, everything with self-development, self-growth coming at you every single week. Actually, a lot more tips are going to be coming freely because you know what? I used to edit a bunch of things and I'm still going to continue to do that too as well, but I still want to provide valuable content to you guys, things that have helped me out. So I'm going to be posting videos. And I've noticed that a lot of times, some of the videos that I watch, they're not even that fancy. I'm just getting the information from, so that's what I'm going to be doing for you guys too as well. So today, we're talking about morning routine. So I want to give you what I have been doing for the past 3 months that have helped me out with a morning routine. So to preface this, I actually do have a frame of reference of this working. I didn't just start a morning routine and all of a sudden it didn't work. I've been doing this for about 3 months and it's been pretty consistent on how things have worked. So the first thing I want to say, the first thing that you need to do to make sure you have a successful morning routine is start with the night prior. So what do I mean by that is I go to bed by 10 o'clock. So it's about 8 o'clock right now. So I go to bed by about 10 o'clock. So before I go to bed, what I'm doing is I'm counting my wins, and there's a reasoning for this. Number one, I don't give myself as much credit as I should with everything that I'm doing. But I don't think human beings do that a lot. We need to be our own VIP. We need to be somebody who's always in our corner cheering us on. And sometimes we tend to not do that. So count your wins at the end of the day. So what I do is I count 5 or 6 wins and then things that I need to focus on for the next day. So I'm setting up my next day, saying, okay, I need to focus on these things too as well. But I'm also focusing on my wins, what I did prior, whether I booked an appointment, whether I onboarded a new agent, whether I did something like that. That's going to help me move my business forward. It's going to help me move my life forward. If I had an amazing time with my fiance, whatever it is, I'm stacking those wins before I go to bed. The second thing to have a great morning routine, and this has to do with the nighttime, is make sure you have a warm night and a cold morning. So before you even go to bed, make sure the room temperature is cool, but you want to make sure that it's warm. Your bed is warm. And I know that sounds it's like contrasting, but what I mean by that is if you're able to soothe yourself at a warm body temperature, what's going to happen is you're going to fall asleep and you're going to get into REM quicker. So remember that. Warm night, cold morning. I'm going to get into the cold morning in a moment. So make sure you're priming yourself the night before, counting your wins, seeing what you need to focus on, schedule any last minute appointments, a half hour, 45 minutes before you go to bed, and disconnect from social media too as well. Make sure you're just focusing on the things you need to get done the next day, and you're focusing on your wins too as well, and provide a warm environment so you'll make you to go to bed and hit that REM cycle of sleep quicker, the rapid eye movement. That's what REM stands for. And then the third is the actual morning routine. So this is exactly what I do, and it's helped me out, and hopefully it'll help you out too as well. So I wake up at 4 a.m. every single morning, usually Monday through Saturday. Sundays I tend to sleep until about 6 or 7 o'clock, but this is what I do. 4 o'clock, wake up. First thing I do is I go into my bathroom. I get up, I go directly into my bathroom. Remember I said cold morning? I turn on the cold water, leave it on for about 3 seconds, then I cup the cold water and splash into my face. Some people love the cold showers or the Wim Hof. They can do the Wim Hof, the ice bath. Your boy's not there just yet. So I just do the cold water splash on my face because it does this for 2 reasons. 2 reasons why I do this. Number 1, it wakes me the hell up. Number 2, it shocks my system into actually being jolted into being awake. So that cold water, if you ever jumped into a cold water, if you ever had a cold shower and you didn't have any hot water, you come out and you're like, whoa, you're immediately awake. That's what I do first thing in the morning. The second thing I do is I drink some room temperature water. So I drink room temperature water to start to hydrate my body. Remember, our bodies tend to, when we breathe throughout the night, so we dehydrate. So we need to rehydrate ourselves first thing in the morning. So I drink room temperature water in the morning to re-energize myself. And the third thing I do is I take my vitamins. Any vitamins I could take on an empty stomach, I take those as well. And then the fourth thing that I do is I stretch. I stretch my body. I do a couple minutes of stretching, nothing crazy, but I'm stretching my body to further waking me up. All these things are done, by the way, so I wake up. I did too many morning routines. I tried to wake up in the morning. I wasn't waking my body up. I was just groggily going throughout the day. That's not what this is about. This is about waking your body up. All these steps, the cold water, drinking the room temperature water, taking vitamins, stretching, these things are to wake your body up. Because the next step after my stretching, what that looks like, that's some side stretches, leg stretches, nothing too intense, but really just to stretch out my body because I've been contorted all night sleeping. So stretching my body to making sure I'm fully awake. So the next step is I go and I do some meditation. So I'll look up Tony Robbins. Is actually a video on YouTube of priming. I do that. I do some meditation, whether it's a visualization meditation through a different meditation app or anything like that. I do meditation or I do some prayer. I do some meditation or prime work in the morning, because what I'm doing is I'm priming my brain first thing in the morning to be positive, to be in a grateful state, to be in a positive state, because listen, it's 2021. There's a lot of negativity going on out there. So the first thing I need to do is wake my body up, and what I need to influx my brain with is positive information to prime myself. So the first thing in the morning, I'm going towards my goals, I'm going towards what my future looks like, and I'm putting positive vibes, positive mindsets into my mind. So it's the first thing I do when I wake up. Remember, positivity right before you go to bed, and positivity right when you wake up. Just what primes your body, because guys, we're going to be susceptible to so many negative things. By the way, if you'll notice, I did not mention anything about scrolling through social media, and that's intentional. I don't do that until about 5:30, 6 o'clock. I might look at some numbers, because right after my meditation, I'll do a shower, quick shower, and then I'll do a conference call that I do with one of my business partners. And that's about 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 to 5:15, 5 to 5:30. And I'll start to look at some social media to review some numbers, but I won't be scrolling through Instagram. I won't be scrolling through Facebook or YouTube or anything like that, consuming content. I'll be observing some things, but I won't be consuming content, because still I'm trying to prime my brain to be positive in the morning. By the way, you get more energy when you do this. Negativity drains your energy. Positivity increases your energy. So those are the steps that I do. Cold morning, right? Splash cold water on my face. Drink room temperature water. Go take vitamins that are easily digestible on an empty stomach. Then I do some stretching. Then I do some meditation. Then I take my shower. And then I go into my day. And then what that'll progressively look like is I'm not looking at my phone, I'm not looking at emails, I'm not looking at anything till around 6:30, 7 o'clock. I purposely do that because I want to start my days off with positivity, so I'm actually able to be pre-framed and primed to take anything that I possibly can that will happen to me throughout the day. So no matter if somebody cancels a call, or if somebody says, no, this isn't the right product for me, or I don't want to do this, I'm able to actually be able to get through those things. Because why? The night before, I primed my brain with positivity. And when I woke up in the morning, the first thing I'm putting into my mind is positive mental attitudes, of states of gratitude, of visualization of where I want my life to go and where my life is eventually going. So these are the tips that I have for you to start a great morning routine. All these things are done. Try it out, by the way. Try this out and let me know how it works. Post in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys did and if this works for you, or if you have anything else that you use that somebody else who's watching this video could use too as well. Post that down below. Let's find some positive content that we can share with each other that progressively will help each other to build a better morning routine. Listen, morning routines are pivotal. They really are. I was not doing a morning routine. I'm 34 years old. I was not doing a consistent morning routine for all of my life. I started doing this about 3 months ago. It has been a life changer. The positivity that I've had, I'm less stressed because I'm pre-framing my brain in the morning. I'm pre-framing my brain before I go to bed because of this amazing morning routine. So listen, I strongly encourage you to do these things and share this with somebody who possibly could use a good morning routine. And comment down below if these ideas work for you, or what progressively is working for you when you do your morning routine. Remember, guys, positivity is something that you need to flood your brain with. Yes, we need to be realistic too as well, but we need to pre-frame ourselves. This world is crazy right now. We need to make sure that we're actually pre-framing and we're priming our brains and our bodies with good thoughts before we even start our day. So let me know how this works out for you. Post in the comments below. Share this if it resonated with you. And my friends, you have no idea how powerful you are. I look forward to talking to you again soon.